This is an Efficiency is Everything article summary on caffeine per dollar. Now, the cheapest way is not to have any caffeine, and this is my most preferred way. However, I also have had 5 cups of coffee in a day for months or years on end, so I get it. So I'll go with the most common consumed ways, and at the very end, I'll give you some less consumed ways, but technically the cheapest. So typically people will have either caffeine pills or ground coffee, and these are your highest caffeine per dollar. So that would be, say, Great Value or off-brand coffee, and even Maxwell and Folgers were pretty close. These were all around 5,000 milligrams of caffeine per dollar. Now this will cost you about $15 a year, assuming you have 200 milligrams of caffeine per day. That's about 1 or 2 cups of coffee, depending on how you measure it. Now, after that, we have fancy ground coffee. So to give you an example, say McDonald's has their own brand of coffee. I'm sure there's other brands of coffee that are similar to this, and these are 5 times less effective, which comes out to be about $60 per year. Now, people love their Starbucks, so I have this as a separate entry. Now, Starbucks ground coffee costs about $150 per year. It's 1/10 as effective as those original values. And at 300 milligrams of caffeine per dollar, you're looking at things like soda pop, specifically like Mountain Dew. Some Keurigs, these are the cheapest Keurigs, so everything I mention after this is more expensive when it comes to Keurigs. And Rockstar energy drinks, those will cost you about $300 per year. This is 20 times less effective than those original values. And then now, actually, when you go to Starbucks or McDonald's, now we've finally gotten there. So these are 25 times less effective than those original ground coffee. And that'll cost you about $450 per year. Now this is just black coffee. This doesn't include any sort of fancy things. Now you want something fancy. So among Monster, Red Bull, and those Starbucks things with caramel and cream and all that stuff, that costs $1,500 per year if you want 200 milligrams of caffeine per day. So this is 100 times less effective than ground coffee. So when you're looking for coffee, that's not going to be very efficient. Now, I did mention at 40,000 milligrams of caffeine per dollar, you can get raw caffeine powder. I don't recommend this. If you actually look up how much you have to put in a cup, it's very dangerous. You can easily overdose. So I didn't really want to mention this, but technically you can consume caffeine for $4 per year if you did this. And just me being an environmentalist and calling this out, so Keurigs are at least 20 times more expensive than ground coffee. So take it from me, I would recommend ground coffee over Keurig, and it seems like the data agrees as well. So hope you found that interesting. I have the actual whole list. I only gave you a few specific entries, but the whole list is on the website. So check the description. Take care, guys.